We have a very full agenda today, so I've asked the Rotary or the Union Club to serve lunch right away, and we've got 2 vocational talks, and then we have all sorts of information to impart to all of you. So it should be an interesting and fact-filled meeting. We're going to start off our vocational talks with Mickey Fleming.
Thank you, President Alley, fellow Rotarians, and honored guests. It's my privilege to speak to you today because you guys are a great club. My name is Mickey Fleming. My granddad was my hero, no question about it. He taught me so many things, but the 2 things that really are the foundation for my career were that there isn't anything that you can't have if you don't work hard enough. And secondly, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And the other person that I have to mention is my husband, Brian Fleming. We've been together 32 years, and he truly is the wind beneath my wings. We left Calgary on a Friday. I stopped in Vancouver on the way through to get my CGA designation and started business here on Monday. That was the start of Fleming & Company, my public accounting practice, which I still own. My sister manages it and has since 2006. She is also a CGA. And as it turns out, October 2014 is our 25th anniversary. Became the president of College Rotary Club in 2001-2002, and that was when I met Ken Walton. Ken was the president of this club at that time. Another nonprofit that I was volunteering for, the Langford Legion, said, "What would you do with our back 40? We have sewers now." So I said, well, okay, so I did a 20-minute PowerPoint presentation for them, answered their question as to what I would do. And 3 weeks later, they came back and said, "Okay, would you do it for us?" And I said, "Well, you know, I've never done one of these before." And they said, "No, we don't care. We know where you live." So the part they didn't tell me at that time, after I'd said yes, was that they didn't have any money. It was an interesting startup. We opened 73 suites in March 2006, on time and on budget. And we filled them in half the time that the appraiser said it would take. I think that comes down to meeting your customers' needs. The senior living industry for me was like putting on a glass slipper. Maybe it was my granddad when I was a kid, but I'm fortunate to be one of those people that have found my calling, and that is my vocation. And thank you very much for listening.
But I want to start this off with my favorite thing, and that is inducting a new member. So I'd like to invite Linnell and Mary to come on up, and I was wondering if our Assistant District Governor Lorna would be willing to help. And our Director of Membership, George Zeman.
Linnell has had many careers, which would take hours to describe, but I will relate the titles to you, and please feel free to ask her about her varied careers. Linnell has been a farmhand, a cowgirl, a cook, and a TELUS operator. She's been a marina owner and manager, a charter boat operator, and she's managed a bed and breakfast on a 75-foot classic motorboat. She's owned and operated her own hypnotherapy clinic in Nanaimo, was a fashion home consultant with Lazy Boy, was in car sales, designed kitchens, and was a facility manager, and currently a real estate professional with DHL.
It's a great responsibility dealing with these funds because they are derived from a lot of hard work that's put into the car raffle every year by the members, and also from the generosity of the members making donations to our own club foundation. You already have on your table the sum of what we have already donated on your behalf. Our Victoria Foundation book that comes out every year just came out. On page 28, our donation to Credit Club is the only donation in the whole year by any service club that's recorded in this book. If you need more information, and I'm sure you will, I'm in this book. My telephone number's in there, my email's in there, and you've heard who the committee members are. So please, lots of questions, but we don't have time for that now, do we? Wonderful. Thank you.
I'd like to invite past President Carol Nielsen to come forward to make a community needs check presentation.
And I'm so very proud and honored to introduce Lisa Ellis and give her a check for $5,000 for textbooks and 3 laptop computers. This is on behalf of the community needs and the Rotary Club of Victoria.
To invite Jillian Kerrigan to give us an update on the Youth Exchange Program.
Currently, the program is operating in approximately 80 countries, and it has involved over 8,000 students every year. The objectives of the program: furthering international goodwill and understanding, enabling students to further their education, broadening the outlook of students through living with people of different cultures, creeds, colors, and learning to cope with day-to-day problems in a new environment. So I'm looking forward to building on Larry's efforts and counting on the continued support of the club members. Thanks.
Okay, now we have Nellen from Rotary Oct for an update on what you're working on.
So we have quite a few things on the go in the next month or so for our club. First up is, in case, I don't know how many of you knew last year, but our club together with the Greater Victoria PR group sponsored a tree at the Fairmont and Press Festival Trees. And we're going to be doing it again this year. At the end of November, we're also going to be organizing a secret cinema event. Basically, this is the first time we've tried it, but we've heard great success stories from other people, so hopefully it'll be fun. We're going to be showing a Christmas-themed movie. However, we won't be telling guests what the movie is until we have to start playing it. It's going to be held at the Victoria Event Centre on Thursday, November 27th. And one last thing then I'll be finished. Our annual sock drive is coming up again as well, and that's going to be in the middle of November. So we always have really great success for this.
Today it's my pleasure to tell you, in case some of you are new, and I know some of you are new to Rotary, about Polio Plus. You've heard a bit about it over the past month because it's been Polio Month. Rotary's efforts to eradicate polio are Rotary's first priority, and that is by far the largest project a service club has ever contemplated on this earth. We are making history by doing it, and we're almost there. So my job today is to say thank you, thank you, thank you for your generosity. I'm proud to be a member of this club. Thank you.
We have a big focus on polio, but we can't forget about the annual fund. The annual fund has monies go towards education, literacy, sanitation, peace in the world. So those are very, very important areas of the world to focus on as well.
Directors Ken Patterson and Alex McKenzie to come up to flank Deborah Hunt of the Rainbow Kitchen.
The Rainbow Kitchen, many of you know, we feed a lot of people every single day at our kitchen in Esquimalt. I'm not going to talk about that sort of thing today. I did want to talk though about the Rainbow Kitchen. For me, is a practical way to be in service to others and to know that I can make a difference in very positive and practical ways. We have a program we like to call the Cook's Day Off, where we have service organizations, and Rotary has been very much involved in that. We'll get together and help cook a meal in the evening or on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, and we're able to then to serve that meal either the next day, or it can be frozen and we can serve it later on, and then it helps to relieve some of that pressure. What we would really like is to have enough of these things going on that we could have at least one day a week where one of our cooking teams can have that day off. Is next Wednesday evening, going to have, I've booked the kitchen and would invite anyone from Rotary, people who have been involved previously or would like to be involved for the first time, to come and be a Rotary cook.
Give yourselves a pat on the back and a hand all around for all of us who are doing some great things. Today was just an example of that. So good job. Could we all stand for the Queen?